Hello everyone. You are watching the first lecture on IS2 inventories. And today we are going to dive into the one of the most important and widely applicable standard in accounting, that is inventories. Whether you are a manufacturing plant or a supermarket or even an online store, inventories are the heart of many businesses, and knowing how to account for them is crucial. So let's buckle up and explore what inventories are, what are their types, and some of the key guidelines under IS2. First thing first, IS2 define inventories as assets that are number 1, held for sale in the ordinary course of business. Number 2, in the process of production for such a sale. And number 3, in the form of material or supplies to be consumed in the production process or in the rendering of services. Now, let's break this down with a bit of clarity and fun. First of all, inventories are assets that are held for sale in the ordinary course of business. This refers to assets that a business holds with the intention to sell them as a part of its ordinary activities. For instance, if you are a car dealer, the car you sell are your inventories. They are bought with the purpose of reselling them. Imagine you are running a supermarket. All goods on your shelves, groceries, snacks, cleaning supplies, are part of your inventory because they are held for resale in the normal course of business. However, if you occasionally sell a piece of property, plant, or a car, that would not be a part of your inventory unless selling such item is regular part of your business activities. Then, inventories are assets that are in the process of production for such a sale. Let's say you are a manufacturer of furniture. The materials, wood, nails, glue that are being processed into finished chairs and tables are considered part of your work in progress inventory. These items are not yet ready to sell, but they are in the process of being made into a sellable product. And finally, inventories are assets that are in the form of materials or supplies to be consumed in the production process or in the rendering of services. This part refers to things like raw material or supplies used to produce goods or services. Think of petrol used in a transport company for vehicles or paper for a printing business. These items are consumed during the production process but are not themselves product for resale. Now, the key point to remember here is purpose. For what purpose you are using the asset. This is what we will determine whether something qualifies as inventory under IS2 or some other thing, some other standard. Let's talk about a car. What is it? A property, plant and equipment or an inventory? Well, that depends on what you are using the car for. If you are using it to drive yourself to important meetings and plan to keep it for more than a year, it's property, plant and equipment under IS16. However, if you are a car dealer who holds that car for resale, then it's inventory under IS2 because selling cars is a part of your regular business activities. This example shows how purpose play a big role in classifying an asset as inventory or not. Now, Let's look at the typical examples of inventories that you will come across in different businesses. Number 1, merchandise or goods purchased for resale. These are finished goods that you buy to resell. For example, goods in a supermarket or in a retail store are inventory because they are purchased with the intent to resell. Number 2, production supplies. Things like petrol, oil, or even cleaning supplies for a factory are also inventory since they are consumed during the production process. These may not be the final product you sell, but they help produce the goods that will eventually be sold. Number 3, raw materials. Think of the materials a manufacturer need to make product. If you run a furniture manufacturing business, the wood, nails, and varnish you use to create your product are raw material, which are part of your inventory. Number 4, work in progress. These are semi-finished goods. For instance, if you are making furniture and you have cut the wood but have not assembled it into a chair yet, it is considered work in progress. Not yet finished, but part of your inventory. And number 5, finished goods. These are final products that are ready for sale. A furniture manufacturer would sell chairs and tables once they are assembled and finished. These goods are part of inventory as they are ready for resale. While IS2 covers a wide range of goods and materials, there are some exceptions that don't fall under its scope. These includes number 1, work in progress under long-term contracts. This falls under IFRS 15, specifically for concession contracts or other long-term contracts. Number 2, financial instruments. Financial instruments are accounted for under IFRS 9 and not under IS2. So things like shares, bonds, and other financial assets are not considered inventories. And number 3, biological assets. Biological assets like livestock or crops are covered by IS 41, not by IS2. However, it is important to remember that agricultural produce like harvested crops does fall under IS2 and not under IS 41. So my friends, as you can see, IS2 has some clear guidelines on what qualifies as inventory. The key thing to remember is that the classification of an asset depends on its purpose. If it is held for resale or used in the production process, it's most likely your inventory. For example, if you run a retail shop, the products you sell are inventories. But if you own a car for administrative use, it's not your inventory. In our next lecture, we will dig deeper into how to measure inventories and how to apply different valuation methods like first in, first out, that is FIFO method, and the weighted average method. Keep in mind, understanding inventories is not just about following the rules. It's about understanding how they fit into the big picture of financial reporting. So stay tuned, keep practicing, and see you in the next session. Thank you.